Well, hello and welcome to our third panel of the day. We have both of our amazing stars, Amber Riley and Raven Goodwin, for the upcoming premiere of Single Black Female. Hi, Raven. Hi, Amber.
Hey.
All right, shall we get started? Let's go
Yes.
ahead and we will actually start with Noah Wilson. Noah?
Thanks, guys. It's so great to be here with you. By the way, oh my gosh, you ladies look fabulous. Can I just say it right now on the Zoom of the Zoom? Yeah.
Thank you.
So, Amber, my first question comes to you. The casting was spot on as your co-star joining you right now, Raven Goodwin. Could I feel like be your real life sister as the two of you favor in the movie? And so many fans will watch it and think the same thing. So how is it like to work with Raven and create this movie together really as a dynamic duo?
Honestly, it was amazing. Number one, Raven and I are already friends and have been for years because my industry twin. And I was just, I mean, I would see her pop up on my IMDb. Like people would mix us up, or like the Getty images, like when we would do red carpets. And so, and then I was already a fan, watching her career coming up. So we took a picture years ago. We went to Essence Festival and literally manifested doing a movie together. Thousands of comments and likes under that picture of us saying like, come on, Hollywood, put us in a movie together already. Like, so this was a literal dream come true, and manifestation of something that we wanted. So it was amazing.
Now, Raven, a lot of fans have said to us they feel like they have been waiting for this movie for such a long time. What do you want the fans to most importantly think about when they watch this movie through its full length?
For me, having two voluptuous, like dope Black women star in a thriller is kind of unheard of. So I want them to have fun watching the film. I feel like it's, that's the thing about thrillers. We want to be spooked. We want to be, and I want them to really be weirded out and really, I want them to talk to the screen. I want them to have the experience of watching that cult classic thriller that you just can't take your eyes off of. That's what I want.
Thank you, ladies, so much. I appreciate it. You'll have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, next up we have Jay Bobbin.
Hello, ladies. How are you?
Hey, good.
Thank you for doing this. Good, thank you. I'm going to go back to the comment about people have been waiting for this for a long time. Single white female was 30 years ago. Are you surprised this did not happen sooner than now?
I mean, I feel like timing is everything. I feel like it's a good time for it. Single white female is a classic. It's such a fun film. So this coming now, I just feel like it's perfect timing, honestly. Yeah.
I was kind of surprised because it is such a cult classic.
Yeah.
That when I got the email and I was reading that they were doing it, I was like, has there been a remake of this? Or is this the very first one? But yeah, like Raven said, yeah, timing is everything. And I think people are gonna be pleasantly surprised. It's worth the wait.
To follow on that quickly, if I could, being that it has been 30 years, do you feel there are things that can be done with the concept now, you knowing what the full content of the movie is? Do you think certain things could be done now that maybe could not have been done in the 3 decades in between?
I feel like the first, single white female was pretty wild. It was pretty out of control. So no, I mean, I feel like, I feel like it's just about the same of shock value to me, but it's just gonna be, during this time and Black girls.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay. All right, up next we have Karen from Sci-Fi Vision. Karen, you can unmute.
Hi, I have a question for Amber. One of the keys to this movie is your performance, which starts out pretty restrained and then gets a little crazier until kind of bonkers near the end. And I was wondering, how much fun was it to get in touch with your inner Simone? And was she always there? Was it tough to find her?
You just asked me if I'm a little loony. I feel like that's
no. We all have a few thoughts now and then.
No, actually, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and there were some moments where I actually disturbed myself because I had to tap into Raven is like, oh my God. No, I had to tap into uncomfortable moments that I would never do, and get outside of myself. And when you can get outside of yourself, you really in those moments feel like an actor. You know what I'm saying? And so it was fun. And we all have those sides, like, you know, we all have those thoughts, and, you know, common sense kicks in, and, you know, morals kind of kick in, but I had to put all of that to the side. And even though it was uncomfortable, it was also sometimes a great feeling to take years of aggression and feelings that you have and kind of just put it into that moment. Yeah.
Yeah, we got into the transpo van and she was like, Raven, you want to see my scary face?
Total weird. Total weird.
Awesome. Thank you, Karen. Did you have another
well,
follow-up?
I'm sure people are going to love it. Thanks.
Thanks, Karen.
Well,
All right.
I didn't want to take too much time. I wanted to ask Raven, you had to play the flip side of that and be, you know, really afraid for your life. Near the end of it. I assume you've never been in such a position. So what was it like playing, you know, to be really?
I mean, it's something I always dreamed about. You know, I love horror and thriller films, and you know, I always wanted to be the girl running and like dragging my leg and looking back and falling. And that's just, you know, something I always wanted to play with. So I had a lot of fun with it. And you know, it was really fun to be opposite of Amber and her in that position. I mean, it was funny because we've known each other for over a decade. So there were times where we just wanted to laugh, and it was hard to be afraid of her because she's like, you know, she's like a sister. So but for the most part, I just had fun with it. I just made sure I had a good time playing Monica. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Karen. Next up, we have Suzanne. Suzanne, feel free to unmute.
Hi, I really liked this movie. It was so much fun and good, intense horror movie. So can you tell us what things they might have done? You said you already look a bit like, what else did they do to try to make you look more like?
Oh.
Hello?
Suzanne, you might have cut out. Can you repeat the question?
Yes.
I'm sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I was saying, what things did they do to try to make you look more alike besides how you already look?
Well, in the beginning, I mean, I think, you know, hair and makeup, shout out to our hair and makeup team. I think that they kind of conceptualized with production, and they all had the conversation about what our hair and our makeup would look, and there were different stages to, I know for my character, there were different stages from her kind of going from a plain Jane to, you'll see her trying to kind of morph into Monica's, wait, am I Monica? Or, you know, the whole, I always forgot which character I was.
You're Simone.
I'm Simone, you're Monica. Okay. Yeah, her morphing into Monica. So yeah, shout out to the hair and makeup team. They did an amazing.
Killed it.
And have you ever played a psycho girl before? Amber?
On TV and film, no. Ask my fiance, he may have something else to say about that.
Hilarious.
Thank you.
Thank you, Suzanne. All right, up next, we have the Hollywood Times.
Hello. Can you briefly describe the casting process? Did you already have actors in mind?
I did. I mentioned Janet Hubert as my mother. That was like something I was very kind of adamant about. We've built such an amazing relationship since 2019 is when I met her, and we just clicked. So I wanted to work with her again, and I think we have amazing chemistry on and off the screen. And I didn't know that Amber loved her. Well, obviously we all love her, but I didn't know Amber loved her so much, and she wanted to meet Amber. So it was just a good collaboration and meeting of the minds. You know, Corinne and Monique, our producers, they worked really hard to get Janet on board. And then when we found out Kay Michelle was joining the cast, I just thought it was perfect. And then we have Duvel Ellis, and just new talent and classic talent, legendary talent in this film. So I just really cannot wait for everyone to see how the cast comes together and the chemistry, because it was pretty good chemistry there.
Thank you, Raven.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Up next, we have Rhonda. Rhonda, feel free to unmute.
Hey, hi. Congrats, Raven, on your recent nuptials. But for both of you guys, what were the qualities of each of your character? For Raven, you Monica, and Amber, you Simone, that you like had no difficulty relating to, that was more like your own?
That we had, I'm sorry, it dropped out a little bit for me. That we had
no difficulty relating to. What characteristics did your character have that were similar to your own?
Oh, I think for me, it was, I had to tap into insecurities that I had about myself. And I know for me growing up, there weren't many people that looked like me. So when I found a singer or an actor, which most of them were in theater, I wanted to model after that person. And so that insecurity that she has, that insecurity that Simone has, not feeling good enough and wanting to be, Monica, I did tap into that, back into that kind of that little girl that was like, I aspire to be someone else. I don't want to be me. I don't know who I am. So I think that kind of not knowing where you are and going back into that kind of insecure, unmolded person. I don't even know if unmolded is a word. It is now, if it isn't. That was.
Unmute, Amber.
You muted, Amber.
My bad. That was easier for me to grab. That was the end of what I said.
For me, Monica in the film, in the beginning of the film, she loses her dad. So the grieving piece, for me, my dad died in July, and we shot the film in late September, early October. Was it October? So the grieving piece is where I connected with Monica. All the moments where, we had to bring back that piece of her life that would never be the same. I had to tap in, and although it was difficult, it was kind of healing to kind of go through that with Monica kind of at the same time, and just kind of empathize and sympathize to what she was going through at the time.
Thank you. Condolences to you as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rhonda. We actually have an email question in. We know that this movie does take a dark turn, but were there any memorable moments during filming that you both enjoyed?
Of course, like we said, we've known each other for years. So If it was us taking our wigs off at random times, I mean,
Raven
especially-
cannot keep that wig on.
I cannot keep my wig. I want to take this one off right now. I cannot keep the wig on. I will take my wig off in between breaks. Us playing music in the trailer. We had a scene with K Michelle, myself, and Amber one night. It was kind of towards the end of production, and we just sat in my trailer and we just, you know, we did what Black women do best. We kikied. We, you know, it might have been some spirits. And we ate and we just had look, and we just had an amazing time. So memories like that you can't really get back. Also, Janet being terribly afraid of the fire on set was just hilarious. She looked like a little kid. All you see is the back of her head, like just she's ducking.
It sure did not get out of control.
It sure did not get out of control. So just memories like that I'll hold on to for the rest of my life. I'm super grateful for this experience. Yeah.
Man, I think for me, it's the fact that we got to do most of our own stunts, and I first of all, Raven is really strong. I need y'all to understand that if I ever go anywhere with Raven, she's handling the heavyweight, and I'm handling the lightweight. In period, because the girl was dragging me.
Oh my God,
she's so strong. But honestly, you know, us being plus size Black women in a thriller, and we got to get physical, and we got to, and the team. I'm so sorry that I don't know our stunt coordinator's name, but our stunt coordinator and the stunt women that were teaching us what to do and stepped in. They were so hands-on, so amazing, professional. Really taught us how to be safe, but also make everything look so real, and everything looks so real and so great. So for me, yes, the kikiing and all of that was absolutely amazing, which I expected that anyway, because everybody in the film was really dope. But on top of that, just from the work that we did, that day of doing stunts was very difficult. It was really hard. It was really hard, but
holes getting put in walls. It was just crazy.
Oh my God. Just from, it looks amazing. It looks amazing.
It does.
Wonderful. Well, that is actually all the time that we have today. So thank you, Amber, and thank you, Raven, for joining us today. Don't forget, Single Black Female premieres Saturday, February 5th at 8/7 Central. And please stay tuned for our upcoming panel.